What if I told you that the reason your muscles are shrinking, your strength is fading, and your body feels like it is giving up on you has absolutely nothing to do with your age? What if everything you believed about growing old and losing your strength was not a biological fact, but a story? A story that science is now rewriting. Stay with me, because what you are about to hear in the next few minutes could change not just how you age, but how you live. My name doesn't matter as much as what I'm about to share with you. Because for years I have dedicated my life to studying one question: what does the human body need at the cellular level to heal, to rebuild, to thrive? And the answers have led me somewhere that surprises even the most skeptical doctors. They have led me to fruit. Not supplements made from fruit, not powders, not extracts in a capsule costing you $300 a month. Actual, real, glorious, scientifically extraordinary fruit. 10 specific fruits that have something inside them, a symphony of bioactive compounds, phytonutrients, and molecular signals that quite literally forces your muscles to grow again after the age of 60. Let me explain why this matters so profoundly. Every single day after the age of 60, your body loses muscle. The medical term is sarcopenia, from the Greek words for poverty of flesh, and it is not subtle. Between the ages of 60 and 80, the average person loses between 30 and 40% of their total muscle mass. 30 to 40%. Gone. And with that muscle goes your independence, your balance, your metabolic health, your bone density, your cardiovascular efficiency, and your quality of life. But here's the truth that changes everything. Sarcopenia is not inevitable. It is not locked into your DNA. It is not an irreversible biological process. It is a signal that your body is not receiving the molecular instructions it needs to keep building. And specific fruits, 10 of them, carry the exact compounds that deliver those instructions. Let us talk about what is actually happening inside your body. Deep inside your muscle tissue right now, there are cells called satellite cells. Think of them as the emergency repair crew of your musculoskeletal system. When your muscles are damaged through exercise, through daily movement, through the ordinary stress of living, these satellite cells activate, they multiply, they fuse with damaged muscle fibers and rebuild them stronger than before. This is how muscles grow. This is how strength is built. When you were 25, this process happened constantly, efficiently, powerfully. But after 60, something changes. Your satellite cells begin to enter a state of biological dormancy. They are still there, sitting silently in your muscle tissue, but they are no longer being activated the way they once were. The machinery exists, the workers are present, but the activation signal has gone quiet. What sends that signal? A cascade of molecular events involving blood flow, hormones, inflammatory status, mitochondrial energy, and specific nutrient compounds. And here is the extraordinary part. All of these factors can be positively influenced by what you eat, specifically by the bioactive compounds found in these 10 fruits. Let us talk about blood. Your muscles need blood flow the way crops need irrigation. Inside your tissue, a network of microscopic blood vessels, capillaries, delivers oxygen, protein building blocks, hormones, and growth factors directly to your muscle cells. In youth, your body constantly grows new capillaries through a process called angiogenesis, ensuring your muscles stay richly supplied. After 60, this vascular network begins to thin. Less blood reaches the muscle tissue, less oxygen, less nutrition, less of everything the muscle cells need to rebuild. The result is atrophy, the slow, silent wasting away of muscle that most people mistake for normal aging. But certain natural compounds, most powerfully, the VEGF stimulating phytonutrients found in foods like pomegranate, blueberries, and watermelon, have been studied for their ability to support and even stimulate angiogenesis. They help restore blood flow to your muscle tissue. And when the blood comes back, the rebuilding can begin. Now let us talk about fire. Right now, inside your body, there is a fire burning. You cannot feel it. You cannot see it. But it is there, a chronic, low-grade systemic inflammation that scientists have named inflammaging. This biological fire is fueled by the cumulative stress of decades of living, oxidative damage, gut microbiome changes, hormonal shifts, environmental toxins, and it is burning your muscles away. Inflammaging releases pro-inflammatory cytokines, chemical signals that directly suppress muscle protein synthesis and accelerate muscle protein breakdown. They override the signals telling your muscles to grow. They create an internal environment where rebuilding is nearly impossible no matter how hard you exercise or how much protein you eat. The good news, and this is extraordinary, is that certain fruit-derived compounds are among the most potent natural anti-inflammatory agents ever identified. The anthocyanins in tart cherries and blueberries, the bromelain in pineapple, the lycopene in watermelon. These compounds do not just mask inflammation the way a painkiller does, they target the molecular pathways that produce inflammation at the source. They quiet the fire, and when the fire goes out, your muscles can finally begin to rebuild. Inside every muscle cell, there is also a master control system for growth called mTOR, the mechanistic target of rapamycin. When mTOR is activated, it sets off a cascade of molecular events that build muscle protein, repair fiber damage, and increase muscle mass. When mTOR is sluggish, as it often is after 60 ducks, none of that happens. Specific fruit compounds combined with adequate dietary protein and movement have been shown to directly stimulate the mTOR pathway. They do not just support muscle growth, they command it. And then there is the energy crisis happening at the very heart of your muscle cells. Your mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside every cell, are responsible for producing ATP, the chemical fuel your muscles run on. When you were young, your mitochondria were abundant, efficient, and constantly renewed through a self-cleaning process called mitophagy. After 60, mitochondrial function declines sharply. Fewer mitochondria, less efficient energy production, more oxidative damage, less power for your muscles to work, recover, and grow. Pomegranate, one of our 10 fruits, contains L-glutanins that gut bacteria convert into urolithin A, a compound that has been shown in rigorous scientific studies to directly stimulate mitophagy and mitochondrial biogenesis. It helps your body clear out damaged mitochondria and generate new, healthy ones. It literally repowers the engine inside your muscle cells. And finally, the hormonal landscape. After 60, testosterone and IGF-1, two of the most critical muscle-building hormones in the human body, decline significantly. Without adequate signaling from these hormones, your muscles cannot maintain their mass, no matter what else you do. Certain fruit-derived flavonoids and phytosterols have been studied for their ability to support healthier testosterone metabolism by suppressing the enzyme aromatase, reducing cortisol, and optimizing liver function for better IGF-1 production. So now, let us meet the 10 fruits. Watermelon. Rich in L-citrulline, watermelon converts to L-arginine in the body, a direct precursor to nitric oxide, the molecule that relaxes and widens blood vessels. More nitric oxide means more blood flow. More blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your muscle cells during and after exercise. Studies have shown that watermelon extract significantly reduces muscle soreness after intense activity, enabling faster recovery and more frequent training, both essential for muscle growth after 60. Blueberries. Pound for pound, the most antioxidant-dense food you can put in your body. The anthocyanins in blueberries are potent inflammation fighters, directly suppressing the inflammatory cytokines that destroy muscle tissue in older adults. Research has shown that daily blueberry consumption reduces markers of oxidative stress and inflammation in aging subjects and improves muscle recovery after exercise. Their pterostilbene content also supports mitochondrial health at the cellular level. Tart cherries. These are not the sweet cherries you might have on a sundae. Tart cherries, specifically Montmorency cherries, contain some of the highest concentrations of anthocyanins and melatonin of any food on Earth. Multiple peer-reviewed studies have demonstrated that tart cherry juice dramatically reduces exercise-induced muscle damage and inflammation, speeds recovery, and improves muscle strength preservation in older adults. For someone over 60, this means being able to exercise more consistently, and consistency is the foundation of muscle growth. Pomegranate. One of the most research-supported foods in the entire body of aging science. Pomegranate's L-glutanine compounds are converted by gut microbiota into urolithin A, a molecule that has received extraordinary scientific attention for its ability to stimulate mitophagy and support mitochondrial renewal in muscle cells. A landmark clinical study published in Nature Metabolism showed that urolithin A supplementation improved muscle endurance in older adults. Pomegranate is also rich in nitrates and potent anti inflammatory polyphenols. Pineapple. The enzyme bromelain found in pineapple is a protease, meaning it breaks down protein into more absorbable amino acid components. After 60, the body's ability to absorb and utilize dietary protein, particularly for muscle synthesis, declines. Bromelain has been studied for its ability to enhance protein absorption, reduce post exercise inflammation, and accelerate tissue repair. Eating pineapple with a protein rich meal may meaningfully increase the amount of those proteins that actually reach your muscle cells. Kiwi. Remarkably rich in vitamin C, a nutrient that is absolutely critical for collagen synthesis, which is the structural protein that gives your muscle tissue, tendons, and connective structures their integrity and tensile strength. As we age, collagen production declines sharply, leading to the frailty and injury vulnerability that many over 60 adults experience. Studies show that vitamin C from whole foods significantly outperforms supplemental forms in supporting collagen synthesis. Kiwi also contains actinidin, an enzyme that enhances protein digestion, and is rich in potassium, which regulates the muscle contraction signals conducted by nerve cells. Avocado, technically a fruit chow and one of the most remarkable ones on this list. Avocados are exceptionally rich in healthy monounsaturated fats, particularly oleic acid, which has been shown to reduce systemic inflammation, including the inflammaging process that destroys muscle tissue after 60. More remarkably, avocados contain a unique bioactive compound called avocatin B, a lipid found almost exclusively in avocados DAO that has been studied for its ability to inhibit fatty acid oxidation in cells and improve mitochondrial efficiency. Avocados are also rich in potassium, folate, and B6 BAO, nutrients critical for protein metabolism and nerve function in muscle contraction. Papaya contains papain, a powerful proteolytic enzyme with profound anti-inflammatory properties. Papaya is also extraordinarily rich in vitamin C and beta-carotene, an antioxidant precursor to vitamin A that has been linked to reduced oxidative damage in muscle tissue. Research has shown that papaya consumption reduces markers of systemic inflammation in older adults and supports immune function, which is increasingly recognized as directly tied to muscle maintenance and regeneration. The combination of papain, vitamin C, and beta carotene makes papaya one of the most comprehensively muscle supportive fruits available. Banana, the most commonly eaten fruit on earth and one of the most underestimated for muscle health after 60. Bananas are rich in potassium and magnesium, two electrolytes that are absolutely critical for proper muscle contraction and nerve signaling. Magnesium deficiency, extraordinarily common in adults over $60, is directly linked to muscle cramping, weakness, and impaired protein synthesis. Bananas also contain vitamin B6 at higher concentrations than almost any other fruit, a vitamin essential for amino acid metabolism, meaning it helps your body actually use the protein you eat to build muscle rather than burning it for energy. Grapes, specifically dark red and purple varieties. These grapes contain resveratrol, one of the most studied anti-aging compounds in modern science. Resveratrol has been shown to activate SIRT1, a sirtuin protein sometimes called the longevity gene switch, which regulates mitochondrial biogenesis and reduces the oxidative stress associated with aging. Multiple studies have demonstrated resveratrol's ability to improve muscle endurance, reduce inflammation, and support the hormonal environment conducive to muscle protein synthesis in older subjects. The combination of resveratrol with other grape polyphenols, quercetin, catechins, anthocyanins, creates a synergistic anti-inflammaging effect. These 10 fruits, together, consistently, combined with movement, even moderate movement, and adequate protein. This is not a magic trick. This is biology. This is the science of giving your body what it has been waiting for. Your muscles did not give up on you. They are waiting for the signal. And now you know what that signal is. Conclusion. What we have covered today is not theory. It is not wishful thinking. It is the convergence of decades of peer-reviewed research pointing toward one undeniable conclusion. The human body, even after 60, retains extraordinary capacity to rebuild, to regenerate, to grow stronger. The obstacle was never age, The obstacle was information. Your satellite cells are still present in your muscle tissue, waiting to be activated. Your mTOR pathways can still be switched on, your mitochondria can be renewed, your inflammation can be reduced, your blood flow can be restored, your hormonal environment can be optimized, and the 10 fruits we have discussed today, watermelon, blueberries, tart cherries, pomegranate, pineapple, kiwi, avocado, papaya, banana, and dark grapes, contain the precise bioactive compounds in forms your body recognizes and can use to support all of these mechanisms simultaneously. You do not need to eat all 10 every single day, but the more consistently these fruits appear in your diet, the more consistently your body receives the molecular signals that say rebuild, repair, regenerate. The science is clear. The path is available. The only question remaining is whether you will take the first step. And that step is as simple as reaching for a bowl of fruit.